Hello my beautiful boos. We got a video today. Today we're going to be using this product in this video. This is from Gershion. I'll leave a link down below for you guys, but this is their dip powder nail starter kit. I really enjoy their dip powders. Super nice. They have some really nice products. I love their polygels. I love their dip powders. Great company. But like I said, you can find this on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below for you guys. But anyways, if you guys are new to this channel, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. Just helps my video push it through the algorithm, so that way it can get out there and like everybody can see it. But anyways, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Would love to be friends and do nail tutorials together. Let me know if you guys have tried this kit before, if you've tried any of their products. Highly recommend Gershion. They have been like really great. I've used several of their products. But yeah, like I said, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification so you can get all my latest uploads. That way you don't miss a video. And I'm truly appreciated that, guys. I just want to say thank you all for all your love and support. You guys have been so amazing. But let's grow together and do some nail art and things like that. I love this. But anyways, let's get into this kit. Alright, so this is what it looks like when you open this kit. Super nice. Love the bottles. And you get these nice jars here as well. You get 4 in a kit. Comes with a step 1, which is a primer, a base coat, an activator, a top coat, and a brush saver. The jars are, these are 1.6 ounces. The bottom has, now I'm not sure if you can buy them individually. I think you have to buy them in the kit. But it says DP2856. And then we have DP2815. We've got A067. And then we have this beautiful one here, which is DP2794. Beautiful red. I do love the way their jars are. They're really nice, so those will last you for a while. Like I said, we want to take all these out. Now these are actually 15 milliliters. These are. Do keep in mind that when you open these though, to be careful not to spill them or get them the glue to stick to the bottle. I do have a little trick for you though to keep the glue from sticking. I don't know if you've watched any of my other dip powder videos, but I take a little bit of cuticle oil and go around the rim. That way it doesn't stick to the bottle. But you've got 5 bottles, and then underneath when you pick this up, you're going to see this stuff here. Now, I love this. You get a cuticle oil, which is amazing that you don't have to buy that. You get forms with this, and I'm going to show you and tell you why they put forms in here. That's the great thing about the dip powders. You get a 180 grit file. Love Gershion's file. They are absolutely amazing. You do get a cuticle pusher, which is great because you do want to keep your sidewalls clean. You get a brush in this kit as well. And then you get a little card from Gershon. I love the little cards, but it just tells you how they're excited for you to try their products. Gives you their Facebook and their Outlook email, so that way you can contact them. And then you get a 3-in-1 dip powder. And let's see what that says. I'm curious. I wonder what. Okay, so it says easy to apply, long-lasting dip powder. It shows you how to prep your nails, how to apply everything to dip, and then on this way it says different ways to apply the nail extension gel. Shows you how. Shows you to put the forms. You can use these as acrylic, and that's the amazing part. I'm still not getting how it's like 3-in-1. Let's see. It's got the dip powder, and then it's got the acrylic. And then, I'll have to check into that. But now you can apply this with gel base coat as well. You can do it that way. You can do any dip powder that way with gel. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. Now I will be applying it with dip powder, and I'm going to show you how to apply it with acrylic as well. The first color that I have, let's start off with the lighter colors. So when you're using dip powders, you want to make sure that you shake them, because like I said, you are using these as acrylic as well. Pigment tends to settle inside of acrylic, so you do want to make sure that you're shaking them. I'm going to start off with the lighter colors, because darker colors will tend to bleed out. So we're going to start off with this one here, and this is DP2856. I usually keep these, I just stick these in the top of my, the lid. That way it just seals it back off, keeps you from spilling it. Look at that nude color though. That's so pretty. Now, like I said, these are regular just tips. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you what the primer looks like. It's just a liquid like this. And you're just going to apply it to your natural nail. Be careful, don't get it all over your skin. You just want to apply a small amount. It does have a little bit of odor to it, and that's okay. Most of them usually do. Let it dry. And then you're going to go into your base coat, which is number 2, step 2. Now this is going to be your glue. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do to keep this from sticking to the lid. So I have a little bit of just any kind of, actually you don't even have to use this. Actually, let's use this. The one that they send. You can use this as well. And it'll do just exactly the same, so you don't have to buy any oil or anything like that. Or if you have some little cuticle oil around the house, that'll work. But you get one in your kit, so this will work fine. But anyways, okay. So anyways, I'm going to get this out. Now I'm going to try my best not to touch the sidewalls. I'm going to take my finger, wipe anything that's on there, and I'm just going to take this cuticle oil and I'm just going to go around the edge. And this is going to keep the glue from sticking to the bottle itself, which is really important because, like I said, you know, once you get it stuck, it's sometimes you just can't get it back open. So anyways, that's all you got to do. Don't worry about it getting down in it. It's not going to affect it any. But if you can possibly try to not touch the side, do your best. That way you don't have to worry about it, like getting down on the edges. But I'm just going to pull it up. We're going to apply one thin coat here. You want to try to apply this as thin as you can. That way the nails aren't bulky. As you can see, it's applying really well. And I am actually going to just apply that in there like that. And that is what it looks like. I'm so excited. That's so pigmented just one time. So you're going to give that a second. Do not leave your bottle open though. Like if you want to close it a little bit, please do, because it will dry if you're not careful. I'm going to give it a second to actually like dry on here, and then I'm just going to take my brush and I'm just going to barely tap off the excess. You do want to make sure you do that. So like I said, it's not so thick, and then the acrylic or the powder will not get into your glue. So once you've done that, you want to give that a second to dry, which it should be good enough, you know, and dry now. But I'm going to go ahead and apply a second layer. Now, when you're applying the second layer, you do want to make sure you're applying enough glue, because what happens, the glue is soaking in to the acrylic. So you're going to have to use a little bit more glue than you would on your first layer, just so that you have enough. Because like I said, the powder wants to absorb the glue, so you want to make sure you're applying an even coat. And you're going to go ahead and dip one more time. You want to do it at an angle. You can do it straight down, but you take chances of it wrinkling when it does that. Take your finger, just knock off the excess like that. Give it a second to dry. If you have anything that you need to wipe off, you know, wipe your sidewalls like this. Now at this point, it's not completely dry. It will move. Or if you need to take your cuticle pusher and clean up the edge, do that now. Don't let that dry up on your skin or your sidewalls. So I'm going to give that a second. I'm going to let that dry. We'll go ahead and move on to the next one since I've already done the second coat. Once I get them all done, we'll go ahead and add the third layer. That is such a pretty color though. I really love that nude. The next one we have here is the DP2815. Okay, so the next one I got here is DP2815. Like I said, beautiful, like a coral pinkish color. Really pretty. Oh my god, it's so pretty. And I'm going to be using the number 2. I've already put the primer on it, the first one. But now I'm going to be using the step 2.
Under pressure, no more time. Can we make a move? Overthinking, you and I. What do we have to lose?
Alright guys, so you want to go ahead and dust off the second layer. This glue dries pretty fast. I'm going to go ahead and lay it to the side here. I'm going to go ahead and do the next one. This one is A067. Make sure you shake it really well. Wow, look how pretty. Super nice. That is such a gorgeous color. Wow, that's so pigmented. Like honestly, like one is enough, literally. But let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and dust it off. Sorry if you guys can hear the rain in the background. Now, once I dust it off like this, like you're going to need a second layer actually because it holds a lot of powder on it. So I guess maybe you do need a second layer. I do tend to forget that sometimes. Just want to make sure you're spreading that glue really, really well. You want to do that at an angle. That way it doesn't make wrinkles in the nail, because sometimes with the dip powder like that, it can cause wrinkles if you're not careful. Oh, mercy. That is pretty. If you see a wet spot like that, that just means the glue didn't pick up powder. Or you put too much glue. And that's okay. You just want to re-dip it. But you'll know because it'll have that wet look to it. So it just means it needs more powder. Give it a second to dry, of course. If you want to remove anything, go ahead and do that now. But now, like I said, this is a super fast drying glue. I'm barely touching it too, guys. Like, I'm not pressing on it or anything. I'm just literally going around in a circle on it and just pulling off the powder. You do need to wait to make sure that it's dry though, because if not, what can happen, it will stick to your brush if the glue is not all the way dry or if you don't have enough product on it. DP2794. Oh, I don't know why that was tore like that, but it was, as you guys can see. It's okay, not a big deal though. That red is gorgeous though. Oh my goodness. And I'm just repeating the same process. You know, if you're doing the primer, do the primer first on your natural nails, then the glue. And you're going to dip into it. Make sure that you can wiggle it a little bit if you like, to make sure that all the powder gets up into the glue. Give it a second to dry because, literally, like I said, it dries so fast. Alright, so I've got all 4 colors here. Sorry, I'm making all kinds of noise. I'm going to take all 4 colors like this. Oh, look at those colors. Aren't those gorgeous? Wow. Okay, so the next step that you're going to use is step 3, and this is your activator. Alright, so you're going to take step 3 and you're going to apply 1 even layer to each one of these nails. You're going to completely saturate these nails, okay? And this is going to dry up the glue. It's going to make it dry quicker, and that way you're able to file on top of it. Do not miss any areas if all possible. Now, once you apply this step, you're going to wait anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. Let that dry all the way before you start filing on these nails. Like I said, you do want to make sure that you let it dry properly, because like I said, if you start to dry too early, what happens is it starts to peel because it's not all the way dry. So do keep that in mind. Like, you need to wait at least 3 minutes to let this dry at least. You can feel of it too, and you can usually tell too if it's like ready. Once it's dry, you want to take your file and you are going to go around each one of these. You don't have to file it so hard. Just kindly glide over it to get all the rough edges out. Or if you have too much on, you can, at least get some of that bulk off if you need to. Now these files are washable, so I do advise you to wash them off afterwards. Maybe spray a little bit of alcohol on them to sanitize them. I use mine quite often and they have lasted a long while for me. So, okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking the activator one more time. This is step 3. And I'm actually going to take it back over top of all these. Alright, so once you do that, you're going to wait once again at least 3 to 5 minutes. Let that dry properly. I'm going to use the step 4, and this is the top coat. And you want to do this just as well as you do the, like you did the base, because this also will tend to stick to the lid if you're not careful. You want to try your best not to overlap if you can. Now you're going to apply 2 layers of this top coat, but you need to let it dry in between. At least wait about 5 minutes. I would wait another 5 minutes to make sure it's fully dry before you add your second coat. But as you can see, the first coat will soak into the colors. It absorbs all that in. So that's why you want to apply a second layer, because the second layer will turn out a lot smoother. Give it time to dry. Now, like when you're doing swatches like this, you have to remember that if you're doing a second layer, you need to wait a little while, because like when you're doing your natural nails, you're going to do all 10 nails and then come back to the first one again. So it takes a little bit to get back to it. So at least wait about 5 minutes, I would say. Alright, so once it's completely dry, you're just going to apply another layer on top.
Under pressure, no more time. Can we make a move?
Okay, so now that I have done the dip powder, I'm going to show you how to do the acrylic powder as well now. I'm going to set these to the side. I'm not going to do all the colors, but I'm going to do at least one for you to show you that you can use these as acrylic. Alright, so I have a little bit of liquid here. And I'm just going to get a brush. Use this one here. Okay, so like I said, this is a 3-in-1. I'm going to go ahead, I've already mixed it up very well. I'm going to use this beautiful burgundy color. And now the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to clean my brush.
What do we have to lose?
Alright guys, so this is the kit and everything in it. And you get the cuticle oil as well, and you get this cuticle stick. So that is everything that comes in this Gershion kit. I'll leave everything linked down below for you guys. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment. Be glad to help. I do really love the Gershion dip powders. They are 3-in-1. You can also use gel with this as well. If you don't want to do the acrylic or the dip liquid, you can do gel cleared base gel polish, and you can apply them that way. But yeah, anyways guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Helps my channel out, and I love you guys for doing that. You're so supportive and I appreciate it. But don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. I do have a giveaway going at this moment right now, so make sure you go check that video out. I'll leave it up above for you guys. So go and enter. Make sure you share that video on your social media for an extra chance to be entered in that giveaway. But anyway guys, I love you all. If I can talk tonight, I love you all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.